Misclick there, sorry. In this was manifested the love of God towards us, because that God sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him. Today's verse today is 1 John chapter 4 verse 9. Again, that's 1 John chapter 4 verse 9. Unfortunately, we're going back to the small screen because while I was doing the horizontal live streams, it did make for much better looking imagery on stream. Unfortunately, I didn't get very consistent amount of viewers, and after a while, I just stopped getting views entirely. So it would seem that the vertical live feed is getting me the most viewers. I don't have my skin on right now. There it is. The skin we all know and love. So I did make some progress on getting better tools off of stream, because I wasn't streaming during Christmas or several days leading up to it. But I did make the progress off stream, but the only reason I did that was because I couldn't get the stream to work on Christmas Eve when I did this. So all I did was, while I was in the end, I went through, got more tools, sorted out my ender chest into a more favorable way, and immediately realized that the sword I was using, I just needed to scrap it and start making a new sword, because I got the king trying to bring it up from sharpness 3 to sharpness 4, and I want sharpness 5 on my sword, so this is the set I've been using. It's got protection 4. Now the problem here, unbreaking. There is no unbreaking on it. So I'm also going to be making an entirely new netherite. But I will be keeping these original 2 sets, because, of course, it's the first netherite set I ever got in Pure Survival. But yes, I also sorted it out. These are the diamond tools. These are the diamond armor. It's very mid. A lot of things have binding and vanishing. And it's mostly projectile fault. That's protection shield. I already sorted out all the good protection things. That's feather falling fire protection, which isn't favorable. And these are all the tools. It's got a few decent spears, but nothing to really look at. There are several swords in here. One that has unbreaking and knockback 2. I might start by leveling that one. That might be the one. Yeah. I think that's going to be the one that I start leveling. And also, I looked through all the shovels to make sure I had a max. But there's those. And here's the iron tools. There was an overflow on the armor, as you can see. Ran out of room with the armor. This is the Alexa I got. I broke 2 while trying to fly back because my mending set, my mending elytra had almost broken. Speaking of which, where are my mending elytra? They're not in here. Oh yeah, they're in my inventory. But this is going to be what I'm going to be turning into netherite. As you'll notice, certain parts of this, once I put it on, I will never be able to take it off in this world. The helmet and the boots will never come off. But they have all the enchantments I want. I just need to turn them into netherite. The leggings have Curse of Vanishing. Honestly, not my problem. If I die, then they're gone. I'm not respawning anyway, so... Havoc finally has Density 5, which I only recently realized it could go up that high. Oh, they can also have Fire Aspect. And Smite. I'm thinking about putting Fire Aspect on the Chaos. And Havoc, I might put Smite on there, but I'm not sure. But we have Riptide and Loyalty now. Riptide can go up to 3, so I didn't do that really well. I have a Fortune and a Silk Touch. The Fortune, of course, has efficiency 5. Silk Touch is solely so I can pick up my ender chest. The Diamond Axe is the one thing that I honestly thought was perfect. And I had 2 of them. But, 2 of it, this has everything but Unbreaking, which is fine. It's the Silk Touch one. We're not using that very often. Unless we need gravel and we don't want flint. This is, if we want flint, we will use the Fortune. Then, we have this. Spear's gonna have Fire Aspect. I'm also gonna put Knockback 2 on this. But this was the most top-of-the-line spear I had. And you'll notice that it has 10 attack damage, which actually were... Get out of my face. It was those were the same... 10 damage is the same damage that my sword was originally rated for. We're going to start with Unbreaking and Knockback, and we should be able to do some good enchantments from there. And, yeah, there's my Elytra. Mending, yeah. But yeah, we're mostly going to focus on getting this round. Once again, we are looking for netherite. I repurposed head to be food, and healing potions as well, obviously. Golden apple goes to the end. Yeah, I don't think I'll be running out of golden apples anytime soon. Golden carrots, sorry. I won't be running out of golden apples either. Enchanted golden apples are the problem. There's food. Then potions should be underneath this, but I don't have one specific aside for potions yet. There's going to be the assorted bundles. This is going to be my totem box. Then we have the box of all valuable items. And then there, of course, are the templates, which we're going to dupe one of. 7... I need a piece of netherite. There we go. Perfect. Go ahead and compress these as well. While it's on my mind. I'll never need that many power keys, so I am gonna just toss them to burn. But one thing I do want to discuss is I've gone into a lot of servers recently. Hello, Daryl. I've gone into a lot of servers recently, and one thing I've noticed that's annoying and completely just cringe entirely. I will see people with Wimbu skins and parrot skins, but that's pretty much it. I don't see smoke. What surprised me is the fact that you would think it'd be Wimbu and flame fries you see a lot of, but no, it's just Wimbu and parrot that I see a lot of. Don't know why. I've seen a few Theobulbs as well. A bunch of people wearing their skins. And anytime you see a Wimbu skin, there's two ways it can go. He's either very trash, or he's 8. And probably still trash. I have yet to meet a person in a Wimbu skin that is actually good with their mace. And any of them that try to use the Elytra, you have nothing to worry about. The trick is, don't stand still. Actually, if you stand still, they probably still won't hit you, but regardless, it's best just to, anytime they get close to you, just sidestep. They're probably going to miss you anyways, but now they're guaranteed to miss. Now, I'm not saying anything about the real Wimbu. He's goated. And I get it. You want to use maces. However, if you're going to rename your mace, don't rename it Gambit. Just don't. It's unoriginal, mainly because now it's completely overdone. Also, it keeps the original color, and usually it's going to be slanted to the side. Most people. The only reason I got it like this is by using section code. But it's completely unoriginal, and most people are getting the enchantments wrong. You wouldn't believe how many times I've seen people using Gambit, and it's Breach. I'm pretty sure Crucible is the Breach Mace, and I'm pretty sure Gambit is Density. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the order for them. Gambit is Density, and Crucible is Breach. I might have it backwards. But I have seen people use Gambit with Breach, and I've seen others use it with Density. And one thing I've noticed is I've only ever seen a death message from Gambit twice. I've seen people that have been. There are some servers that, with an auction house, there's a command you can use to display the item in your hand, and they'll be spamming Gambit and Crucible, and it also shows the enchantments. And there was one that had it with Fire Aspect, Unbreaking, Mending, and I kid you not, Breach won. Breach won. And it was Gambit. Regardless of if it's the right enchantment or not, it is definitely the wrong level for that enchantment. But yeah, that's really overdone, and it's very stupid. So yeah, people, just be original. I myself, my Breach Mace is Chaos, and my Density Mace is Havoc. Havoc is Mass Destruction, and Chaos is Mass Disorder. my entire playstyle is themed after havoc and chaos, disorder and destruction. My gameplay is literally themed around a state of apocalypse. So, yeah. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to... I forgot I haven't even named my swords or anything, but the reason I have this moving iron sword is because I said that at 350 subscribers, I would fight the Wither. So I've been preparing for that, and I quickly learned that my gear is crap. This won't last long against the Wither. My armor durability gets very low when fighting the Wither on Bedrock with Unbreaking. This will break, and I will die. On average, when fighting the Wither, I pop anywhere from 0 to 5 totems. I've never done more than 5, and usually it is from fall damage, so a skill issue on clutching. A select few times, it might have been because of the Wither effect. And most of those times, I had taken fall damage to half a heart, and then it was popped by the Wither effect, but regardless. What was I doing? Right. The enchanted books. And yeah, there's the first time I actually used protection, and I quickly realized why everyone likes the protection enchantment. It is overpowered. That and feather falling is also extremely overpowered. Nitro, there's food. Yeah, I still haven't managed to come close to finishing the orbital cannon, but either way. I'm pretty sure I'm set on wood for a while. But regardless... One thing that I wish we had on Bedrock, if anything, was the ability to make an interpearl stasis chamber that you could decide when to pull it. So that if I'm falling in the void, I can pull myself back. For the longest time, you had to... stasis chambers got a lot more simple in, I believe, Java Edition. Now that, pearls load chunks. But, there's no way to, load chunks on Bedrock Edition. At least not that I've figured out yet. But, a fun fact, even though, there's an AI channel called Controlify the Remix Station, and even though this, music's copyright is owned by Lena Raine and Mojang Studios, if you play the disc, the original, you will get hit with a copyright for using a lo-fi remix. And if you listen to the lo-fi remix, you will realize something very wrong. It is, unless you listen very closely, it is almost indistinguishable from the original. Meaning, it makes it to where, the original, which is open to free use, under Mojang's community guidelines, it's open to free use, all music within Minecraft, including music discs. It is open to free use. So I should not get copyrighted or anything for using this. Yet here at the beat drop, any moment now, I will get a copyright. And copyright. Right there. Now it's hit with copyright, just because of that one moment in the song. Which in the remix, that one part is unchanged. And YouTube's AI moderation catches that one part and thinks you're using the remix. Why does it check for the remix before it checks for the original? I don't know. But, yeah. Here's the thing though, since it's an AI channel, you can just dispute it and then wait 30 days because the AI literally can't respond to the email to argue with you. So, anything that gets copyrighted, I just immediately dispute it if it's from the AI topic channel, because I know that it's open to free use. That is the Realm group chat. They're asking if I'm getting online, because I asked if they were. Looks like someone just pulled in. Hello, Fat Shorts! Long time no see, I agree, it has been far too long. Fun fact, they've actually figured out a scientific explanation for why we jump around like this when we're lost into a conversation in Minecraft. It's the same reason why you pace around when you're talking on the phone. Your mind tries to occupy itself and keep itself engaged. So in other words, ADHD. So I don't need your voice. Yes, speaking of which, I have actually gotten a... on that topic of you can't not being able to hear my voice, I have recently, for Christmas, I got a lavalier or lavalier, however you say it. I think it's French, so it would be lavalier. I got a lavalier mic. Or it might be lavalier microphone. I'm not sure. I think it's French, so it would be lavalier. But it's the one that you clip to. It's the one that you clip to your shirt. I'm not using it right now, but I probably will in future videos. So that will be nice. It'll make it to where it's a lot easier to hear me. So that's a plus. But all that aside, I am going to have to probably end this a bit prematurely unless y'all want to see me play on the realm for a while instead of on hardcore. But this is just a quick little update on my progress here. Kinda got a little burnout working on the orbital cannon. I'll probably just finish building that off camera because I'm kind of locked in. The redstone is complicated and I have to get every little detail right, so I lock in and then I don't respond to the chat, and then people start leaving and then it stops recommending that it stops recommending my my live stream to people on the shorts feed. So I probably will just lock in and do that off camera, finish building it, give you a progress update every now and again. But while I was doing that, I went away for a while and started playing on a realm that you're about to be seeing, and quickly learned that the gear I'm using is not as good as I thought. Because in that realm, for the first time in pure survival, I got truly max gear. I'm talking efficiency 5, sharpness 5, unbreaking, mending, the whole 9 yards. A true pro kit. And, I found myself, with my pickaxe. It wasn't this one, it was a different one. It didn't have efficiency at all. I clicked on it and it stopped. Clicked on it and it stopped. Clicked on it and it stopped. I was like, why isn't it breaking? Here's the thing. When you click on it and stop with a efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe, while under the effects of a beacon's haste, it insta-mines. However, not only have I never beaten the wither, nor do I have a beacon, nor do I have efficiency 5 netherite pickaxe, I didn't have an efficiency 5 anything except for the axe. That was the only thing I had efficiency 5 on. Actually, I had efficiency... Yeah, I did have efficiency 5 on the axe, but that's the only thing. So I went through my gear recently and found this. Sharpness 4. With 11 attack damage. It was better than my fire aspect diamond sword, which only did 10. Oh, in my spear, which has fire aspect, sharpness, it's in here. It has sharpness 5, and it does the exact same damage that my sword did. So that says a lot. It was a very sorry excuse for what one would consider a good set of materials, of a good set of tools. That's the one thing it wasn't. It was a mid set. I'm playing on the hardcore this whole time with a set of mid tools. So that's where I don't play Minecraft, by the way. Am I rich? No, I'm actually not. Believe it or not, even though this looks like a lot of stuff, this doesn't last very long. The block of copper, I don't even know why it's in here. I have trial chambers, I don't even know why this is in here right now. Or the copper ingots. I used to use that to make tools so that it could break, but now I have mending and high level tools, so It's muscle memory that makes me put copper in here, but the reason for that muscle memory has come and gone. There's no longer any reason to have copper inside of my valuable resources chest, but I just put it in here instinctively, and it's best to organize resources into one chest, so might as well keep it there. But just thought I'd give you all an update. I am working on making a proper brewing area, but it's not quite there yet. I need a wind charge real quick to show y'all something. This is something I built recently. Did I just hit? Oh, I can reach the lever from in there. Okay. This gives me direct access to the trash chute. That way I don't have to break this block right here and climb down the ladder each time. But I can still do that if I want to. But this is where I am. This is where I'm going to be doing all the stuff that I can't find a good place to put it. I probably will build a small little building, like a greenhouse, and put this stuff in it. Mainly for show and for the functionality of having this in it. But until then, it'll be in the basement. And yes, now I have a basement. I have an attic, and I now have a basement as well. That's more of a cellar, let's be honest. You access it from the outside, so that's more of a cellar. I didn't realize I would be able to reach it from there. That's useful, though. Yeah, don't ask about the redstone. I probably found the least compact design for it. But if it works, I guess. Kinda like this. It ain't pretty, but it works. It's nothing pretty, but it works. And the light is less there for functionality and more there for show. But oh well. It really compensates for the fact that this light doesn't give off very much light. Right here, mobs keep spawning in here somewhere, but only when the chunk isn't loaded. I come back and it will have spawned in here. At this spot. It's always on one of these 3 blocks. And I noticed, when you look closely, this has the darkest light level, and then this, and this. No, just these. Sorry about that, bro. But this has the darkest one, and these have the next darkest ones. And I realized that in the clip where it shows me coming out of here after killing the witch, here and here are exactly where the 2 charged creepers were standing when they turned and started walking towards me. And it dawned on me. This oxidized. But even then, the torch was right here back then. There weren't lanterns, there were torches. And the torch was right here. Which is still enough. It just means that this one wouldn't have done it. So they would have been standing here and here, because there wasn't a torch there. It was back here on the wall. Here and here is where they had spawned in. And the nearest torch, I believe, was actually right here. No, it wasn't. It was on the ground. I had them on the ground back then. It was on the ground right there. I put it right here to light up the kitchen and this hallway. And they had spawned right there. Since then, I always instinctively close the door behind me when going into the house, so that nothing can follow me in. But that's the status update. I will be moving the map wall. Probably to a more designated location. Probably make a building entirely for this as well. it would probably actually be smarter to put this into the watchtower. That way I have a reason to visit the watchtower, because I rarely even have a reason to visit the watchtower anymore. And that's a shame, because I spent a long time building it, and I want a reason to absolutely have to go there. So, the map being in there would absolutely be a reason to go in there, because I'd have to update the map. So there's that. Also, you'll notice I have slowly began making dirt pathways as roads. So there's that. I plan to turn this into a small town. Most of the town is going to be centered over in this area. I should cut back these woods a little more, but that's a story for another time. Until then, bye for now. And also, I will be making a maxed diamond set specifically so I can win shards. So yeah, you're probably gonna see me more often in diamond than you're gonna see me in netherite, which is crazy. Person playing hardcore that prefers diamond over netherite, specifically because of his playstyle. The wind charges. It makes traversing mountains a lot easier, trust me. I know it's a lot to ask. I've been type a letter into chat. Hello? Oh, that's right, there's a delay between when I read the chat and when you hear what I'm saying. There's a video delay. Video delay is a bit longer today. Yeah. Strength, swiftness, fire resistance. I do need to build an auto brewer for all three of these potions. Need to ask Licio how he built his, or use his as reference. Yeah. That's gonna be a minor issue. But it should be fine. Anyways, sugar. After that, redstone dust to increase the time span. Or if you want to make it to where it gives you a better buff. Although I don't have it with me right now. What does the glistering melon do? I wanted to ask for a mod. K Jim. No, I thought that was Fat Shorts. K Jim. My guy, your first chat was 3 streams ago. One thing I need to specify is, even if you've been watching for a while, your first chat is when I first recognize you, because I don't know if you're watching until you first... Yeah. The first time you chatted on one of my streams was actually 2 or 3 streams ago. Your first time chat. I figured that most of my viewers probably watch without chatting, because for the longest time that's what I did too. any streams I would go to, I'd just sit and watch and listen in as he was talking to his viewers, and I would sometimes I would join in and chat, but I quickly realized that well, once I started streaming, I quickly realized why it is that when I would first start chatting on someone's things, they'd be like, "Oh, welcome, you're a new viewer." It's because we don't see a list of viewers. We don't know who all's viewing unless they're chatting. So you could be a regular viewer on my channel, but I wouldn't know that you're a viewer on my channel until you leave a chat or you subscribe. And the subscribing part is only if you're a public subscriber. It would announce that you subscribed. Only if you make your own subscriptions public, which I myself, I don't. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Push something is 3. I'm gonna go ahead and go join the realm because that's what they were calling me about. They wanted me to come join the realm. So yeah, A1 Anarchy. He's online right now. Alright. Don't know why the server region is up in North Carolina, but it's just probably the closest server region they have. At one point it gave me a different server region, but won't specify. Hmm. Hmm. There's a living trader here. Breaking. Fern. Yeah. I'll buy a fern. Nice. No way everything's full, right? I can put this into the potions. Nitro. Potions, food. Inventory number 2. Treasures. Okay, here's hoping that, oh yeah, they did break the bed when we said it. Crystal PvP? Nope. Nope. I feel like that's a bit stupid. It's powerful, but what's the point? I think that kind of takes the point away from having a 1v1. Any idiot can spam crystals. Now, I'm sure that the respawn anchors, there's a bit more skill to it, but with crystals, you just place down the thing and press it and spam it. Now, I'm sure the skill comes in when you're trying to cycle totems, but it's a bit easier to cheat by having a script that cycles the totems back in for you whenever it pops. Takes less skill, though, than it would memorize strafing and... Like, door PvP, people thought that was annoying. But I have come to respect door PvP because I can compare it now to crystal PvP. At least you're still using a sword in door PvP. Yeah, fair. Text to speech for chat.
A1 5889 says yes. System.
Actually, I do want to wear a mob head because I don't want nobody to steal the beacon. Texture pack name. This is not a texture pack. It's an add-on from the marketplace that the realm owner bought. It is Realism Craft, I think they called it. Haste. Thank you. I want to make sure I'm picking up all the pieces to this. Alright. Ooh. She's got a frame drop for some reason. There we go. There we go. I believe that's every block he ever placed. Yo, what happened to the... Dude, what happened?
System Delta 7.
Alright, now to get the terraformer out.
A1 Anarchy 5889 says the mobs.
Oh no shit, really. But who let them out?
System Delta 7800.
Wait, I'm curious. Try to put a bundle in a shulker. You can put a bundle in a shulker, yes, but you can't put a shulker into a bundle. All right. Hello. Wow, thanks. Did that Enderman really just... Where you think you're going? Hmm?
Sleeping through this night.
The subterranean part is the only part I'll leave intact. Okay. If I do this right, I can completely erase the existence of 1, 2, 3 buildings. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's right. He built a pumpkin farm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove that. That can't stay here. Do 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 do. Okay. Next.
Where Dad's playing cards?
I don't know.
Where am I?
One thing I thought was pretty cool is this is also a creeper hole. It was just turned into a lake. Yeah, I know the title says single player hardcore world, but it was just a progress update. And now I'm on a multiplayer survival realm. How do they keep getting out? What was that horrible frame drop just now? Yeah, I'm probably going to end it here. In the stream so that I don't get any more frame drops. It's crazy.
A1 Anarchy 5889 says AFK.
I was hoping I would be able to see where he is. I'm officially out of bunker materials. Yeah, so someone clearly X-rayed on their way down to get a spawner, but never really looted it. Probably died to the mobs before they could loot it. It's probably before the server had netherite. And this is a creeper hole, but someone's patched it real nicely. Yes, this is a server. that's going to be it for today. As always, GG's, and bye for now.